Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of ZooCrafting, or shall I say ARG mateys, because we are in Pirate Alley, like we are so many times indeed. So, I've made some changes, again. Let's start with the blacksmith shop, since that's what we were doing last time. I moved a couple of things around, kind of. Like, I moved the anvil and I got rid of the two blocks of wood. Here I put in a water barrel and a chair and a stool, and I moved the anvil out so that the blacksmith can go from the hot furnaces to the anvil to the water. Just in the process of creating things. And the chairs are so that he can sit and rest. Just rest. What am I doing? There we go. Shift is the way to get off of those things. And I added some tools, just, you know, to kind of look cool. But that's about it. I don't really intend on using them. But that one's a dagger. That one's pretty cool. And a gold pickaxe and a hammer. Very exciting stuff. And then over here, I'll go around. So over here, I came up with a couple other things that would be probably pertinent to have within a fort. So this is going to be the mason's stall. And I'll probably build this one and the other one off camera. And then this is going to be the woodworker's stall. So they're kind of here to take care of repairs. And especially once we blow up pieces, you know, the mason will have his work cut out for him trying to fix all the stone pieces and that kind of thing. So there's that. And then I changed the porch over here. I figured didn't really need that much space, and I haven't yet changed the roof. But Alex said that he has the thatch style bamboo, so I am greatly looking forward to that. And in this little corner, we're going to put in a little training ground with some dummies and things like that. Maybe an actual trainer to kind of get you going and training your fighting skills. Just, you know, as kind of a thing to go in here. If you notice, I'm growing vines. It's not permanent. It's just so that I can get more vines for red dye to make red crafting clay. And I'll explain that when we get to it. And I also added some greenery. That's the last thing that I added. And it makes it look so much nicer in here, you guys. Greenery just it makes everything come together so nicely. It's so nice. And then over here, we have our kitchen. And I changed kind of the, well, it's not really an outline, it's a full structure at the moment. I changed what it's going to look like. I figured if we're going to have outdoor seating, we might just want to focus on keeping the building itself a kitchen and just have every single piece of outdoor seating outdoors. So in here, there's going to be a whole kitchen over here. This is a storage room where they can store all of their supplies. And then here's going to be the counter where you can pick up your food. And the bench to sit at and that kind of thing. So, and then there's going to be seating all around here, which will be very fancy if I do say so myself. So today we're going to get crack-lacking on this kitchen. But first, I wanted to say that there were a few people who commented a couple videos back about the kitchen. Kate gave an excellent idea for the name. It's the Galley. It's going to be the Galley, and it's going to be, it was a kitchen for the soldiers, now turned into a restaurant for guests. Because guests are going to come in here and interact with everybody in here, and they might need a place to eat. And Layla also gave a pretty cool suggestion for what the kitchen, now called the Galley, will sell. And she said, oh no, it wasn't Layla, it was Lane, I'm sorry. And they said should sell sandwiches and fish food. I like the idea of the sandwiches because this is a very sandy area, if you guys get the pun. It's great. Sorry, Lane. You're not Layla. You're Lane. So, yeah. Let us get started. So we're going to go ahead and stuff this back in. We're going to bring out some more wood. We're gonna get my chisel. Probably best to get a hammer as well. Just in case. Where's... Oh, and we'll get the axe and the hammer. There's the hammer. We are dangerously close to losing all the iron I own. But that's okay, right? So we'll go ahead and chisel some of this to what we need. What was it again? Wood plank blinds. This one! I found it! It only took a second. So I cut these kind of in half so that it has a smaller footprint, a smaller presence, and these are only up here because that's just the height that I want the ceiling at, even though it's going to have a thatch roof like everything else in here. So we're gonna go ahead, oops, and get rid of everything but the half slabs, just because we don't really need to waste all those carpenter's blocks. I need to put you back, friend. Ta-da! Okay. So this is going to be an open air window, obviously. And then we can... The door is going to go right here. And I kind of just... I don't want it to have a finished wall. We could always put siding on it if it looks kind of funky. With the carpenter's blocks, you can kind of do something like that. You can put in paneling. I guess that's the proper term. And then you can remove it. So we'll see if that's what we need to do. I just don't think we do at the moment. We'll see what we need to put in there, though. Let's go ahead and do this. So in here is going to be the kitchen itself, right? And then over here, if we go in, it's going to be a food storage area. Because, you know, this place used to be a fort, and they would kind of have to be ready for a siege. So they need a place to store food. And that's what this is. So, here we go. And this will be where all the food is stored. Oh, wow, that was a perfect amount of chiseled wood for that particular project. Oh dear. Okay, so now we can close this in. And I don't really think we need to panel that. And the ceiling in here is going to be... Well, it's actually not going to be that low. That's the ceiling in the storage room is definitely going to be low. You know, I actually think this beam will be the chiseled wood, but I think this stuff might just be regular dark oak planks, just to give it a little bit of a change, especially since the flooring is going to be either stone or the wood planks. I haven't quite decided what it's going to be. So now we are going to put it on the roof, kind of. So this is all going to be internal. I just kind of want to fill it in because, oh, right. What am I doing? What am I doing? The ceiling, like I just said, is going to be planks or something. So we filled it in, except for this little piece, didn't we? There we go. So that's what this is kind of going to look like. We'll have a bench over here so that this wall isn't... I gestured with my hand, not the mouse, sorry. This wall isn't so blank. But yeah, we're gonna need to fix that. I also replaced everything with sand just so that it looks better. There's a couple spots, but other than that, I think it looks okay. So let us chisel these back into normal planks and put in the ceiling. Let's see how that looks. And again, this is not going to show from the outside because we're going to put a roof on when we get the roofing material. So in here, it's going to look like this. Just because it doesn't need to be that airy. Okay, we can take these down. I also need to figure out some sort of lighting that isn't torches everywhere. Because it kind of just gets in the way. Okay, I like that beam. This is kind of low. I will admit. I think let's just make it one higher. Just so that it doesn't feel so claustrophobic in here. I know it's supposed to be like a pantry, essentially, but it doesn't need to be that small. There we go. That's a little better. And let's see. I don't really think... So we'll panel this if we decide to panel that. I think, anyway. So let's go ahead and do the floor. We're also going to need to make a door. That kind of rhymed. Floor and door. So yeah, we're also going to make this a full workable kitchen. So that, you know, in the future, if we want to, you know, kind of work in this section, we can make food and things like that. And that kind of thing. And that way our NPCs will have, you know, full tools at their disposal to make all the delicious goodies that the galley will sell. Like sandwiches. Sandwiches in the land of sand. Oop, I'm stuck. There we go. It's not too bad. It looks kind of funky without the rooftop, but that's okay. So let us go get a carpenter's door. Let us see. Let's see. Do I have no doors in there? I don't have any extra doors. Fancy that. Okay. There we go. There's our door. So fancy. That butterfly's still here, guys. I haven't been able to catch him. And that makes me sad. So another silly thing, I guess, about my building style is that I don't like flush doors to the outside. It bothers me a lot. Like a whole lot. So there we go. And then, oh, we need another door for that one, don't we? Let's go make another door. To the doors. You know, eventually we'll be able to ask the woodworker if he could build us a door. But, you know, he hasn't moved in yet. So we have that, and we got more planks. There we go. Back and forth, and we'll need to collect some of that vines here in a minute. So let's go in here. Yeah, marvelous. I kind of like the way the iron bars look. But I also kind of like that because it is a storeroom. It doesn't really have a window to the outside. Huh. Not quite sure what to do with the store. We can leave it like that for now. There we go. So, the full galley. You know, we might go ahead and panel the room as well. But we'll see how it looks. So this galley, everything's going to be lined up on here, so it's going to be a galley style kitchen, if you guys get it. I'm making terrible jokes today. But yeah, so I have planned all of this out. We're missing some materials. We're going to need to collect some more, which means adventures. Adventures are upcoming. So I want to put in, you know, a sink, an oven, maybe a range. So the sink and the oven stuff is from the Crayfish Furniture mod. There we go. So let's see. That's a kitchen cabinet. That's pretty cool. So this is the oven. It requires a lot of iron. And then there is a sink somewhere. Kind of like that. It also requires a lot of stuff. I don't know. It's some of the pieces that I have in my own kitchen. But we'll have to see. All I know is that I need a lot of iron, and I'm down to, wait for it. I'm down to 2 bars. I'm down to 2 ingot bars because I needed to make some shears. But yeah, In addition to the sink in the oven, I want, you know, all of the little pieces like the chopping board and a knife, the juicer, a grater, a pot, some saucepans, you know, all the kind of things that you need to make stuff, including shelving and drawers. So that's what's going to go in here. And this is really going to need to be, have some sort of lighting. But yeah, so to do that, we need blocks upon blocks of iron. And I don't have any iron, but I went traversing about the world, and there is a merchant over in Relic Ruins that can sell iron. So we're going to have to make some money here coming up so that we can fill out this kitchen, doing some zookeeper experience and things like that. But what we can do is set up our storage room. I don't currently have diamonds for it, but that's besides the point. What we can do is do things like barrels. So it's more stuff from the crayfish furniture mod. Oh, that's pretty cool. We'll have to do that and stuff like that for the mason. Oh man, you guys. But yeah, so there's a lot of barrels that we can do and things like that, but we need a lot of crafting clay. So that's why I have been harvesting all of this vine, all of these vines, because I need dye. I need lots and lots of dye, and this is one of the easiest ways to get rose red dye. So in here I have lots of stuff, probably too much stuff, but I stuck all of the dye materials in here. So we have our rose red, we have our lapis, and we have some raw tea leaves, and I forgot to bring the grater. That's okay. So to make crafting clay, I'm going about this the long way. Let's not do that. Let's go back to barrel. And we'll click on one of these. So you need dirt, sand, and the dye, which is rather easy. And to make green dye, you can, there's a couple options. To make this cactus green, you can use a grater and raw tea leaves, which I have in abundance. I just don't have a grater. But we can make a wooden grater. That should be just fine. Wow, a diamond grater, that's so fancy. Okay, so all we need are, and I put those away, didn't I? Good job, Nerine. All you need is that. There we go. And now we can grate some tea leaves to get cactus green dye. So you can stick that there, and we'll get a bun. Oh, okay. So the the grater kind of dies. That's okay though, right? And then we can get some more rose red, and we have a whole stack of lapis. So now we have some sand. We have dirt in there. Nope, dirt is in this backpack. I have backpacks upon backpacks, you guys. We have a stack of dirt. Oh, what is that? Filtered sand. What can you do with filtered sand? Oh, you can make concrete. You can make a bunch of stuff. Okay, good to know. I didn't know that was a thing. So now, there we go. We can make a bunch of green dye. Not green dye, green crafting clay. And then with some rose red, we can make some more red crafting clay. Oh, we ran out of sand, didn't we? That's okay, because I have lots of sand. There we go. We can make some lapis. That's probably plenty of blue crafting clay. But yeah, there we go. So we have lots and lots of crafting clay. So now let us, actually, the wheelbarrows are really easy to make. So, barrel, there we go. Let us, so the wheelbarrow of coal would work pretty well for our blacksmith. I quite like that idea. So let us, yeah, that works pretty well. Man, we're going to fill this place out and it's going to look fantastic, you guys. So we have a wheelbarrow of coal. The rocks will probably go by the mason when we build his stand. We don't really need jugs, do we? Feed. I don't know. It's kind of like hay. I don't really want that. But we can make apple, golden apple, green apple, potatoes, and carrots. So let us do red apple, potatoes, and carrots. Man, I don't know how to get the map up. Let's see if I can remember this. So we'll do that. And that. I was almost there. And this. There we go. And then we can make a barrel of potatoes. There we go. Potatoes, potatoes, potatoes. You say potato, I say potato. Not really. It's so funny way of saying potato that I've never heard anybody say before. So there's our barrel of potatoes. Let's move this out of the inventory. And carrots. This one uses only 2 colors. Let's get rid of that. Oh, that's not it. Haha. It's an adventure, guys. Okay, so we got a couple of those barrels. Don't need a brewing barrel. Let's see. I don't know if we can actually store stuff in those. So, and I don't have any more iron to make the water barrel. So let's go ahead and just set these down in our storage room, since we have them. Oh, look at that. Oh, and you can actually use them to store things. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, we'll line that up there, and then we, oh, there we go. We can put a big chest here, and maybe, oh, let's get a sideways barrel. We can also have, you know, some cool looking storage out here as well. So let us get a big chest and a sideways barrel. Let's get the chest and then the barrel. Horizontal barrel, sideways barrel, by any other name. Right. Oh, I forget already. Let's see. I have the memory of a goldfish. But yeah, there we go. This is marvelous, you guys. This is the beauty of being able to use. Oh, look at that. Wow. Okay. Splendid. Actually, we could probably put another chest above this one. Man, this is splendid. Wow. I even like the interface there. That's kind of cute. Wow. Well, cool. So let us also, not that one, this one. Let's go ahead and facade this just so that it looks, you know, more cozy. I guess is a way you can call it. Actually, the question is, can you facade this and put down... Yes, okay, marvelous. You just have to kind of take it up first. Cool. Yes. It's all going according to plan, you guys. Okay. Marvelous. Oh, now they're all facing weird ways. That's okay, though. Yeah. Okay, now let's... I have a couple torches. Go ahead and put that in there so that monsters don't spawn. No, we want the candle, don't we? That's what I'm putting inside buildings. Because we're kind of at a time warp. Ish. Most of this is period, although the kitchen is going to be a full modern kitchen. And yeah, so we're going to have to go on a quest for some iron. There's so many things we need to do. We need to explore the clam bed that's right outside of Pirates Alley. We need to go shopping for iron and earning some monies. And we need to blow up the walls. So that's what we have to look forward to in the next week. Yeah, so That's very exciting. I wonder... Oh, you can. You can facade that. Let's go ahead and facade all of this. Just to be kind of keeping theme. And we also need to put on the rooftops. That's another thing that we need to do. Let's get some more torches. And we can put some outside as well. Make it look a little bit more welcoming. So yeah, there we go, right? So fancy. Oh yeah. I can't put it there. But I can put it there for now. We'll keep it there for now. Okay. Okay, this was... I call this a success, even though it barely looks like we've done anything. I have discovered the beauty of wheelbarrows and barrels. I wonder. Nope, you can't use that to actually store anything. But man, that's exciting, you guys. I might need to explore some of those more decorative mods pretty well. And I'm looking forward to using the fairy lights mod and things like that. But there's so many things. There's so much excitement. We made a kitchen and we need to fill it. We need to move some of the foodstuffs over here so that we can actually store it here and make stuff in our new galley kitchen and set up the outdoor seating as well so that visitors can come and enjoy the galley. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. There's so much to look forward to coming up, and here pretty soon we will finish on the inside of the fort and get to building some exhibits. I promise. I am so excited to, kind of fully develop all of these things, and it's so exciting to get really carried away. But thank you guys for coming along on the adventure, and I look forward to so many adventures, finishing this place and starting on new things. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Arr!